tossed the playoffs for the Patriots. One of the actual reasons I didn't want to play I didn't want to play the playoffs this year because I knew I was going to get destroyed. Next year's about to be crazy. In this league, though, it's already gotten crazy. We have traded away the first round third pick. Now, we are taking a gamble and a half, right? With the third pick, obviously, we weren't going to take JT Faley. We were going to go all the way down. And the goal was to take Rondale Moore. As though I know that was a bit of a reach. I have traded out of that pick. Now, the problem is, I took in one hell of a gamble. Because we have traded for, he pops up here, Zadarius Smith, 90, or he's a 90, but he's a 91 with morale, I think, yeah, 91 overall. He's a huge pass rusher, 81 speed. Pass rusher, this is it. As well as we traded our draft pick, we had the Philadelphia Eagles 11th pick in the draft, and we traded our first round next year pick for the first round this year and the first round next year for that. And we got a fourth round pick as well out of it. I think I have the trade, or did I acknowledge it? I acknowledge it, but what I want to show you guys is the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I don't think they're in the franchise. I think this is a... Oh, man. No, they are. And they've been... Meh. You know, I need the Seahawks to win. I need the Nears to win. I know the Giants and the Seahawks are about to play good, because they are both playoff contenders. I know that the Giants are about to win that game, for sure. As well as I know the Seahawks aren't going to go easy on as well. But the Buccaneers have fucking not played a game this year. The Packers played the game. As in, like, teams playing them. Like, they played their first four, or somebody else did. They haven't played their games. The Seahawks, I expect this pick to go down, if anything. You know, they're gonna try to win, because they are 3-1, 4-1, 4-3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5. They're 8 and 5. They're going for the win. Jalen Smith, by the way, we traded him away. Forgot about that, but yeah. Did we lose the trade? Nah, Bobby Okereke I wanted to start, as well as I have another guy that I really want to bring in the roster, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, our pick's pretty high up there. We're actually ranked 5th in the NFL right now, which is crazy. Right now, worst in the league. The Lions are 4th now. They're 1-12. Eagles are 5-8. Thing with that is, I think they may or may not have one win in their belt. The issue was they were both 4-8, and now that they beat the Redskins, that'll say the same actually. I think we're gonna be steady at the 11th pick. I don't think we're gonna go up. I don't think we'll go down. Anyway, we're pretty much baiting on where it goes. Here's what we've got. We've got Marlon Mack, a third and a second from this year. For your Gross Meadows. Now, if you guys want to know actually what my draft is looking like, I've got people on my draft board that aren't going to go, obviously, but here's what draft board's looking like. Now, let's be realistic here. Let's be a little bit more realistic. Okay, that wasn't realistic, because we're going to take him. Like, that's literally the entire goal. Alright. Alright. Tafalia's not coming. Austin Jackson's not going to come. Now it's Pinky, Mustafer, Jordan. He's going to take Thomas Graham. We'll take Karen Turns off. We want to go this. We want to go Rondale Mail, Bella Bolden. And then we want to go right here. I do believe we want Thomas Graham, and then we want Niles Pinky. Because I don't think we have a 4th round pick. Or we have an extra 4th. Which might let us take PJ or maybe these guys, and then Isaiah Pryor as our 7th round pick. I don't think we might have not have 7th. We might have a 6th. That's what we're looking at. If we trade our 2nd and a 3rd, we'd have to. I think we'd have to. I can live without a 3rd round pick. Thomas Graham, I believe he'll be there 4th round. If we really want him, he'll be there 4th round. Niles Pinky's a guy that I really want to take third round. Or honestly, I might even take my second round pick. But if my second round pick is gone, I wouldn't be able to take him. My second round, and then obviously my third round, for the big guy that is going to take the end spot. We've got a guy that'll take your Turgros Meadows. We wouldn't have a second. We wouldn't have a third. We wouldn't pick second or third round. And as well as Marlon Mack would be gone. That's rough for me. Mostly because I need to go through this a bit more. But that's rough for me. I don't think a quarterback. I can't say I won't take a quarterback. Can't say I will. Or running back, I meant. I just want Rondale Moore. I think that's literally all I want. I think maybe if you get like, if you get lucky, I might go somewhere down here. For instance, like somebody like Ty Jones. I don't see myself taking any of these guys, honestly. Honestly, I don't really. Jeremy Ruckert's a phenomenal tight end. I'd love to take him third round if he's there. Mostly because he's a dog. But whatever. But whatever, you know, it's just Jeremy Ruckert, you know. I'd probably take a lineman, honestly. Honestly, if we're looking at this, I might even take, like, I want Brandon Bolden. That's like literally the only thing I want is Brandon Bolden. 6'3", 205. He's gotta be taken. Isaiah Pryor's the guy I want. Out of here, Javon Holland could be a decent later pick, but I want Bubba Bolden. That's just who I want. Let's get that out of the way. We all know Neal could be not terrible. Antoine's actually not bad. A 6th round pick. I might go for him 4th round, 5th round. I could take PJ Mustipher and put him at D tackle. Basically, I think we're doing great on offense. We got a great quarterback. We'd have to get rid of our running back, which is I'm fine with getting rid of Marlon Mack. He hasn't produced insanely well. We get another receiver to help push that up a little bit. We'd get rid of our tight end, but we'd have a great tight end. The line would stay. Obviously, I'm trying to trade Ebron as well. We could trade Ebron and try to get out of this mess. And then Wise, I think our middle linebacker's fine. I think a backup would be nice, but a D tackle, and then obviously we want that free safety. We wouldn't have to worry about an end. We'd have 2 great pass rushing ends. That's so much value for him, though. He has no abilities, because it doesn't lock him until setting that 80 overall, which is not an issue. But I wanted the Colts actually to draft this guy, but they didn't. Do we go for a 5th round pick out of him? Do I just modify it and send that? We'll see what they do. Let's go play our game. Obviously, it doesn't show the Niners. Who the Niners are. I sent Pierre to Sear and a 2nd round pick for a 1st round pick. We'll see if that goes through. And then obviously for them, I wanted to Sear my 2nd round pick and Mark Galinsky for that great 7th pick and Josh Klein. I'm going to withdraw that. I don't want anybody in this 1st round besides Rondale Moore and Caden Stearns. Caden Stearns, obviously, we just pretty much traded him away. As we go, we are facing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, let's use a different playbook, you know? Let's go do something we haven't done in a while, and I think, you know, we're going to use the Dallas. We haven't used Dallas, is that? Honestly. And the Ravens. I like the Ravens playbook, actually. I need to find some plays to add to my playbook as well. Baltimore would be the beast. My fault. What am I doing? Here we go. Let's get into the game. Jacksonville put up a show against us last time. It was a crazy game. That's crazy. Like, our second and third will be gone. I'd have to trade for a second round pick. Or realistically get a better pick, you know. Your term Mata Gross is such a big player for me, though. I want him so bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. Azarius has 0 sacks. I don't know if it shows sacks on here, but he has 0.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
And that's what, like, this is a big game for him because he's got to prove that he's going to get sacks. I want a lot of sacks. Not even this game, but I want it before this year's over. Including the playoffs and all. And obviously, Mata Gross is going to be, you know, on the other side to solidify that D line because you guys know I like to build that D line. The Colts are doing it in real life. I want to do it now. It's big, you know. Yes, here comes Andrew Luck, 1st and 10. Luck gonna give it to Marlon Mack, who picks up 1 yard. As everybody knows, Marlon Mack is on the chopping block. We've got fantastic running backs in the mix that want to start. That who knows, you know, how much longer his time on the Indianapolis Colts is as it's a complete from Andrew Luck. That'll bring it to 3rd down. Yeah, who knows how much longer he has as an Indianapolis Colt. So here we go, Andrew Luck. Luck gonna go to Paris Campbell, middle of the field, 1st down. This is gonna be a long day for Jacksonville. But like I said, you know, I think it's gonna come down to, you know, it's going to come down to what they value, obviously. That's going to go to T.Y. Hilton. It's a floater. What a pass from Andrew Luck. Caught. 1st down. 11 and 2. My Chiefs are 11 and 2 as well. So this is big, you know. If they can win here, this could practically change the whole complexity of the year. Andrew Luck takes the snap. Luck. Looking for T.Y. Hilton, and he's got him down the 10 so far. Andrew Luck has been diming down the field. That puts him over 1,500 yards on the season. This is his greatest season of his NFL career, which is crazy. At the 1, though, A.J. Bouye can't go anywhere. Here we go. A.J. Bouye stuck in the end zone now. Needs something big. Here comes Cam Newton. Newton's going to throw, and that's going to be caught. And that might be gone. Chris Conley has got Pierre Desir dusted. Jacksonville up 7, 99-yard touchdown. That's not what you wanted to see from your from your Indianapolis Colts. Like I said, though, they want that one faster receiver. They're looking to get a faster receiver. Yeah, we're looking to get a faster receiver. We're looking to get that pass rush going. And now we got to look to build that linebacker core back up. I think Bobby Okereke, is he the long-term answer? No. But do I think he can be that? Yes. Right now, no. But it's going to determine this year, and it's going to be very interesting to see what role he plays next year. Obviously, safety-wise, you know, that one of them is going to be Carlos. He's played phenomenal, and the corner is something we have to just as well as. Here we go, 1st and 10. Luck going to go to Hilton, who's down the field all the way to the 45. Luck has thrown the ball well. He hasn't thrown as much as Cam Newton, so it was a 99-yard touchdown move. He's gotten that ball to T.Y. Hilton very well today. Luck with a fake here. Andrew Luck going to go underneath the Campbell. It's a huge drop for this, second receiver. The guy that's really came out to be his own, and he's played a big role in this Indianapolis Colts team. Andrew Luck takes the snap. Luck looking for Campbell, who's got it down to 10. Andrew Luck is diving to his two favorite receivers. these men have really come out to, help the Colts, do something this year, Andrew Luck, obviously, back. And what's helped him, win games? These two guys right here. Campbell gets a touchdown. Him and T.Y. Hilton have been cooking, as well as Chester Rogers. Chester Rogers made a couple plays this year, as they obviously got somebody that, they didn't know if, T.Y. Hilton obviously has been phenomenal about somehow getting open and getting that ball in his hands, and they call him the ghost because he's sticky with it. You don't understand, like, how did he get over there, and how did he get to catch the ball? That's one thing that a lot of people don't understand. He's very good about crossing across the field, routes like that. His speed is really well. He's got perfect route running, which makes him feel like he has 99 speed, and I think that helped out a lot there, obviously. And now as this is gonna be Leonard Fournette stopped by Anthony Walker behind the line. 4-yard loss. Anthony Walker's getting a lot of playing time now, back in the hunt with Jalen Smith gone. But like I said, both of those guys played phenomenally. They thought we might have to pick up a really good receiver. And that Bobby Okereke makes a play. That's what they're wanting. Loss of 5. Like I said, they were thinking, they picked up a guy in the case of if this didn't work out. Nigel Harris actually get one of his first plays of the game. Nigel Harris. They're going to go deep. That's Pierre Desir with the interception. He was fielding that one. Colts back with the football. Like I was trying to say earlier about the offense now on the field again. They drafted Colin Johnson. It's like that, they need a big guy to come and get it because it's not working. No, they didn't need him. As Campbell's a bit open, and Campbell's a juke down to the 45. Luck's thrown for 10 times, 7 for 10. And so far, both of his receivers have had great games. 1st and 10. Andrew Luck gonna go to Chester Rogers. Rogers got 6 yards in the carry. Inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Andrew Luck. Luck takes the snap. Andrew Luck gonna go to Chester Rogers, who, like I said, has been that third guy now. Like I said, he knows that his production's gonna go down next year. He's trying to prove a point here. You know that. Everybody knows that, because he knows that this could be his last season. This could be his last season. Getting those third reps, because the eyes are gonna be all over Rondale Morris. T.Y. Hilton dives in, touchdown Colts. And like I said, that's been the story of the year. It's a 2-man punch of him and Campbell. Both of them over 1,000 yards, I do believe. Obviously, Hilton has a lot more, but, like, you see how that's a clear route right there. I mean, if you didn't watch that, that's a fly route from Paris Campbell, dragging everybody out of the area, getting him in the end zone as far as he can. So when Hilton breaks down, that corner's not going to be able to catch him on that perfect route running. He breaks down nice and well, gets there, and that right there, that's just pure will to get in the end zone. Great play right there. As here we go, 1st and 10. The punch is looking to be Rondale Moore, and Rondale Moore, Hilton, and Bobby Okereke. It's gonna be Cam Newton. He refuses to slide or fumble. It's 14 yards. Yeah, Cam Newton. This Jacksonville Jaguars put up a fight the first time, and so far they're still in at 7-14. It's just gonna come down to Cam Newton has to make plays. That's Bobby Okereke with the interception. Great job. And Bobby Okereke once more. Touchdown. Colts are up 20-7. My oh my. Wow. I think personally, people think this Colts team, people underestimate. People think this Colts team is not as good as it is. Bobby Okereke has been put in the shadows. He's been put as a tackler. He's meant to be in that middle linebacker position. Welcome, Bobby. Welcome back to the middle linebacker. Welcome back to the starting job, Bobby Okereke, who was, going back and forth with Anthony Walker. I don't think there's back and forth no more. I think we've got to start. Bobby Okereke with a nice play there. 1st and 10 here. And that's gonna be thrown to the outside. That's caught by Chris Conley, but Pierre Desir makes a nice play. 94 yards. Cam Newton had that 99-yard touchdown. Ever since then, he's went backwards yards. 2nd and 10 here. Gonna throw to Jerry Jeudy. Hurls a man, breaks a tackle down to the 44-yard line. Yeah, if you guys know that, Jerry Jeudy has had an incredible rookie year. He was a huge pick with Jacksonville. Jacksonville didn't have a great season all last year. You know, and they were looking about, they wanted a receiver. They needed somebody to help out this receiving core, obviously. They didn't have an answer for a quarterback, so they picked up Cam Newton this offseason. Because obviously Jalen Hurts is starting for the Panthers now. And you know, so far, so good. And that's going to be Jerry Jeudy. Caught by Moore Okereke, and Nigel Harris actually gets in there as well, 1st and 10. Pass rush took a while to get in. You know, it's been double teamed so far in Zadarius Smith. It's not been keen for him. Here to Sear. Somehow gets off a double block off a tight end in a receiver. That'll be 2nd and 3. Obviously, here we go, Kerry Willis. This is a run. I expect to see a lot of Kerry Willis. This man plays downhill, and there he is. He gets 1 yard. Yeah, that's what he's been doing great at. That's what he's done phenomenal all year. 3rd and 2. Here we go. It's gonna be another run here. Fournette's gonna find the hole. Touchdown. Jacksonville needed that. Touchdown, Jacksonville. I mean, I'm excited because obviously our team is playing a lot better. I think this Colts team is a bit better than people give credit for. Obviously, we're still in it. Jacksonville's still in it with us, but I think, you know, people don't give the Colts enough credit for where credit should be due. I think this Colts team, you know, I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders right now, but they're kind. I don't want to say they're in like desperate win mode. They're making smart decisions. You know, Zadarius Smith is going to be a starter for a long time, and if they pick up your turn if they pick up return Gross, I think with the Colts system, he could be phenomenal. So they're trying to make big plays with this defense, and then obviously they've got some big ideas for the draft. Here comes Marlon Mack, who, sad as it is, may not be in Indianapolis Cold after today. Yeah, there's been trades about him. There's been talks about that for a while. Now, I think, you know, now that we've heard that the Colts, it's looking like the Colts have met an agreement. You know, I just don't know what to think about his, you know, his future as Chester Rogers with the 1st down right there. Yeah, it's not something you see a lot. Angelo loves to roll out and throw the football. And right there, it paid off well. You know, he loves to roll out. You know, get that ball free on the run. You know, I think it makes him dangerous as ever. Is Andrew Luck here, sacked by Josh Allen. Josh Allen, a rookie from last year. This man has been insane. The pass rush this man can, you know, pursue on a team. It was really been the reason why the Colts have, you know, struggled so much against a team like Jacksonville. Jacksonville looking. That's going to be Luck's going to put that. That's a money ball to T.Y. Hilton. You can tell that T.Y. Hilton's feeling this football game right now. 3rd and 2 here. Already over 100 yards for Andrew Luck. My oh my. And have a profound effect on this game. As here we go, 3rd and 2, and Philip Walker is in the football game. Here comes Philip Walker, and he's going to pull it. Nowhere to go, 4th down. That's rough. Yeah, they put Philip Walker in there. Obviously a former Colt. Right there, he got a chance to make a play. It didn't work out. It's going to be 4th down. Indianapolis is going to look to go for it. Do you think this is the call? I think it could be the call. I think it's going to come down to how the Colts play it. 4th and 4. Gonna go outside to Campbell. What a play by Jacksonville. Swatting it away. Jacksonville takes over at their 44. That's a risky decision, but it's even worse with the field position they had. Here we go. In 10. First and 10. That's going to be to Oliver. Josh Oliver, actually, for 5 yards. Yeah, he broke a nice tackle right there. And here we go, 2nd and 5. Newton, gonna go screen here. He is dogged on. Was that my man? I believe it was. And it was. Darius Smith quick to the football right there. That's what you want to see. We run a 4-3. We need to start running a 4-3 playbook. Otherwise, Darius Smith's going to be caught, getting double blocked like he is right now. 3rd and 5 here. Here we go. Gonna go Bobby Okereke. Almost picked him off again. To Jerry Judy. 4th and 5. A nice breakup. But you can tell he wanted it all. As now here comes Josh Lambo for a long field goal. Lambo is good in the left corner. Yeah, I thought that, that might hit the crossbar. Wait, that might not even be far enough. Yeah, no, that was in the dead left corner. Barely gets that one. Guys, here we go, 17-21. The Colts back at it, and this guy could be a starter. This is a guy that we haven't talked about, Tony Pollard. He's been taking kicks back. Could go from kick returner to start. It depends how they feel about that. Yeah, they may do that, or they may, go straight to they're gonna get there again. Another swat on Andrew Luck. Yeah, they've been sending the pass rush, and it's been working so far. Obviously, he could go for starter, or it could be Naeem Hines. It just a matter of time, really. Here we go, Andrew Luck. Luck wants Chester Rogers. Almost had it for a second. Doesn't have it anymore. It'll be 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Luck takes the snap. Luck gonna go outside. That's Hilton. 1st down. And will they get the playoff before the 2-minute warning? They will not. That'll bring us a 2-minute warning. 17-21 Colts on top of Jacksonville. Yeah, they were popping off on offense. Seems like they've slowed down a bit. I don't think I let that, become too big of an issue, though. Here we go. 1st and 10. Trying to get that to Rogers. Nothing open. Josh Allen with his second sack of the day. That was Philip Walker in the game. Yeah, that actually was Philip Walker. I wonder what that play. I wonder what the play call that was. I don't know what they saw there, but apparently there was a call to put Philip Walker in the game right there. It didn't work out. 2nd and 10. Here we go. That's T.Y. Hilton. This man is a machine. Prevails once again. Yeah, I think mostly if you're a Jacksonville fan, most importantly, it bugs you. 3rd down and 1. Looking for Eric Ebron, who's got the football. Catch on the run down in the 33, and the Colts don't want to call a timeout. They want to run this ball all the way so there is no clock. They're gonna run a cross screen here to McIntosh. Oh, I think that was off his hands. Could have been picked. The Colts get lucky there.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd and 10 here. Luck wants Campbell. Incomplete. He went for it all there. Oh yeah, he went for it all. He went. That's just Andrew Luck. Go big or go home. He went big. Fortunately, there, I'm afraid he's gonna have to go home. Luck gonna go down for Rogers, and again another sideline grab. This time it's not Luck, it's Rogers. As from these 3 guys, I think definitely they could use another receiver though that can make plays. 1st and 10 here. Looking, that's Ebron. Ebron trying to fight in, and he's in. Touchdown Colts. Eric Ebron. He's also been a guy. I think he said he wanted out of Indianapolis because of the 2-man punch. He said that the 2-man punch you know, he says he's been underused because of the two-man punch of Paris Campbell and the guy. You know, I mean, where else is he gonna go? You know, and I think he actually said that, you know, he wants to go back to Detroit. Now, is that gonna happen? I don't see that happening. But he's throwing around the idea that he'd like to be traded back to Detroit.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it
here we go, 1st and 10. Cam Newton gonna throw it here. Newton. It's gonna be Jerry Jeudy, and Sean Davis will take it down. Kenny Williams, you know. And Kenny Williams trying to force a fumble there. Up by 11. This would be a huge stop. Most importantly, though, if you get the stop, you get the ball. You know, you don't get the ball at half. So that just shows how much bigger this stop could be. And that's going to be Nigel Davis on the hit. Timeout Jacksonville. Yeah, I think you got to take a rookie linebacker and pick one up. Nigel Davis, I think he needs to get a bit of playing time. I don't think a full-time starter. I think he's more of a depth player. The guy you put in to get depth at that position. That's going to be thrown up. Caught! Down at the 33. Oliver. Kenny Moore and Bobby Okereke got a nice chunk of a hit on him. It doesn't matter. It's a 1st down. 11 seconds for Cam Newton. Newton has one timeout as well. Kiari Willis can't bring him down. Desir brings him down. Timeout. This might be an 8-point game for Jacksonville. Josh Lambo. Look to kick. That kick is good. 28. 8-point game. Jacksonville has brought it to an 8-point game, and they get the ball at half. I mean, do you think Marlon Mack's not getting the... I mean, just what you think. You think Marlon Mack's not getting the carries because he's going to leave? Or do you think he lost the carries a long time ago because they lost faith? I mean, you know, that's going to be a big one, too. Here we go. 1st and 10. I'd say this is a run to the running back. It won't be. This will be a throw. Sean Davis is going to make a play. Kenny Moore and Nigel Davis. Nigel Davis helps take him down. Nigel Davis so far has been a great tackler today. Yeah, surprisingly, yeah, he actually has. He's made some crazy tackles. 1st and 10. They're going to go outside here. Nigel Davis with a nice tackle on. Who is it? Leonard Fournette. Yeah, when his name has been called upon, when it's been something like that, a 3-yard gain for a linebacker having to make an outside tackle, you know, that's a majority. That's pretty incredible. It's right here, Leonard Fournette. That was Nigel Davis right there. Didn't make the play. Yeah, I think they need, you know, they need a downhill linebacker. I think that's what Jalen Smith was. Mostly, I think Za'Darius Smith wants to use a 4-3 defense. He'll play a lot better, as this is going to be an outside run. Kenny Moore and Jabal Shooter there. Nowhere to go. 2nd and 10. Yeah, once you stop this run game, the pass game is going to be so much easier. 2nd and 10 here. For him. He's going to throw underneath for Oliver, who throws Curry Willis off. It'll be Sean Davis on the tackle, 3rd and 9. Sean Davis has actually not played terrible. This is his greatest year. This has been the greatest year he has had in his career. What a hit right there from Kiari Willis. Jerry Jeudy will not hold on. 4th and 9. Yeah, that's a close punt as well. I'd expect this one to be either in the end zone or out of bounds around the 10. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to pin him. And they will at the 6. 94 yards for the Colts for a touchdown. They wouldn't need all that for a non-touchdown, but here we go. Andrew Luck going to pitch it to Marlon Mack. Mack gets nothing. That's the problem, though. You can get a running back to get you out of that situation. If your running back's not helping you out very much, then yeah, that's an issue. 2nd and 10 here. Trying to get that one out. That's not a good throw, but Andrew Luck's not, I think, as much as it sucks, he's rather throw a pick than get he's trying to not get a safety. They can't. They in their eyes they can't afford a safety. 3rd and 10. Andrew Luck. Luck looking for Mack, who's open on the passing game. Huge catch down to the 29. Oh yeah, you know you're gonna get a hurry up call from Andrew Luck, especially when they're cooking like this. Luck takes the snap. Andrew Luck looking. Luck gonna fire for Hilton. What a pick! Rodney Harrison. Who's a guy that makes incredible plays? That's a credible one right there. 1st and 10 for Cam Newton. What do you expect? I probably expect to run from Leonard Fournette. A man you can't leave too early into the game. What a hit from Nigel Harris. Man, oh man, but this is getting bad because the Colts have not moved the football offensively very well. I think that's a pretty obvious statement, though. 1st and 10. I'd expect a run here. You're not going to get one. You're going to get a tight end here, and that'll be Pierre Desir and Kiari Willis on the tackle. Only 2 yards, so you know you gotta play better there. 2nd and 8. Here we go. This is going to be a send out for the running back here, and this is going to be Jerry Jeudy. All the way to the 7. Cam Newton has shredded the Indianapolis Colts today. Hell yeah! This is a big drive because the passing game they figured out they can't stop us. They have to force them to run the football, because they can't do that. Them playing back, not letting them throw this football down the field and make plays has really screwed them over. So here we go. Cam Newton's in a perfect situation here. 2nd down and short. Gonna throw, swatted by Kiari Willis, but you gotta think he could have picked it. It was behind him by a decent amount, but you gotta think about it. 3rd and goal here. You gotta pray that you don't let this big man in the end zone. That's Leonard Fournette. There's no way they don't give him the football, and they do. Touchdown. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. When it's, when you're cutting it short and you don't know if you're gonna get in, you're going to Leonard Fournette. That's just a matter of principle there. Fabio Gariki looking. That's caught. That's a tie game. Jacksonville, Indy, 28. 28 all. Here we go. It's 28-28. Indy's getting the football. But how the offense is played, they've let them come back from a decent. They were down 17-28. Jacksonville's come back to tie it up. And you can't forget where we're at. We're in Indianapolis. Colts lose this game. Oh, you're gonna hear it. You'll hear the crowd erupt. 1st and 10. They're gonna get that one to their star receiver, T.Y. Hilton. You can tell now he's cooking. That's one man you don't want to see cooking. Here we go, 1st and 10. Andy Luck gonna go to Campbell, and he's got it down to the 33. Yeah, if you get Andrew Luck in the zone as well, then we're talking, we're talking something that you don't want to be in. 1st and 10. Luck. Luck's got to get something. That's T.Y. Hilton, who's got it down to the 2-yard line. This is a man on a mission. 200 yards for T.Y. Hilton. 1st and goal. They're going to give it to Marlon Mack, who's in. Touchdown, Mack. The Mack attack scores. He's got 14 touchdowns, although today's not been a great game. He's got 14 touchdowns just like that. You give the Colts a minute 26, 4 plays. They're back in the end zone. Yep, Colts wasted no time to get back on that. When it came down to it, they needed to score. They needed to play. And they cooked it. 2 catches to T.Y. Hilton, 1 to Paris Campbell, and a run to Marlon Mack. That's his 10th rushing touchdown this year. Here we go, 1st and 10. Cam Newton takes the snap. Newton gonna go underneath here. He's gonna go, and Okereke will finally take him down. Tackling's not been something that the Colts have done phenomenal today with some people. As overall, they've tackled pretty well, but obviously there's a lot of broken tackles have been made. You know, as an overall, you know, there's been more broken tackles than none. You know, you'd like to see none. 1st and 10. Here we go. Send him in motion. Gonna throw underneath Anthony Walker. Welcome back. Haven't heard that name in a while. He makes a play on Zach Moss there, also full. Yeah, making a play on Zach Moss, you know, that's something that, you know, that's something that, you know, you would like to hear about. This is going to be to Fournette. What a hit by Bobby Okereke. Yeah, he struck him with enough power where he didn't go forward at all. Takeaways season, they're ranked 6th on takeaways this year. Only 2 today. Yeah, they've always thrived off, you know, takeaways, you know, their defense making huge plays. This is going to be Leonard Fournette again. Off the guy. You know, they have not been like an incredibly good at stopping the run against some players. This guy right here, Leonard Fournette, they did a good job. 3rd and down the long. They ran it with Leonard Fournette, which is an interesting play call, and they're going to punt it. So I don't know what Jacksonville thought of right there, but they'll punt it to Indy. Now, if Indy scores, you know, they're back in a great position to win the game.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Gonna give it to Marlon Mack, who he's just getting swarmed. 5 rushes, 0 yards, 1 touchdown. Here we go. I don't think that's something that you necessarily, you know.
Another win is necessary. Being able to play
love that.
abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race.
Andrew Luck gonna go to T.Y. Hilton, who drops the football. Oh man, he had him beat on that play. He had him. It's gonna be 3rd and long now. That's rough. They're gonna go to Paris Campbell here, who's not gonna drop it. Down to the 40. 431 yards for Andrew Luck today. Oh, I'd expect if this guy doesn't stay deep, Andrew Luck's getting the football. Andrew Luck wants Paris Campbell. Campbell had a step, just couldn't come down with it. 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
2nd and 10. Luck. Looking, gonna go a bit under. You know, he's not gonna throw that. He's gonna underthrow the slant a bit to make sure Campbell gets it, because there's nobody in the middle of that field. Yeah, I don't know who was supposed. If somebody was supposed to be, even if they're supposed to be in the middle of the field, but you know that didn't work out very well. 1st and 10 here for Andrew Luck. Luck gonna go for Hodges. Oh, that's a tossed up, incomplete. Yeah, they wanted all of it right there. Fortunately, they don't get it. 2nd and 10 for Luck and the Colts. A fake there, trying to get it out of the way, and that's a pick. And there's one man that can stop him. Andrew Luck does. Herndon out of bounds. Who's scared? Because I'd be scared. The O-line has let Jacksonville bully them. 1st and 10. Cam Newton. Newton's going to throw here. Newton, welcome home. Welcome to your new home. Za'Darius Smith gets 1 sack today. Oh yeah, you know, when they said he's quick on, he's quick on the pressure. He's been getting double teamed all day. In Jacksonville, that must have been like a late game plan of double teaming him all day, but yeah, they've really, they've really stuck to stopping him. There's a guy that's been real quiet today. Darius Leonard. He gets a sack now. Oh, yeah, he's been really quiet as well. I mean, thinking of the things that he's done today, it's not, it's not necessarily a long list. 3rd and 25 here. They'll throw it outside, out of bounds. Fourth and 25, and they vote to punt. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go for a 4th and 25. Even with 2:54 to go, I think I'm gonna put it in my defense. They've played really well. Other than they've allowed 21 points. We've allowed 3 or 7 as an offensive unit. We've allowed 3 touchdowns, and as long as we stop the big plays, they can't do anything. And that's the truth. So here we go. Andrew Luck with the play action. Luck gonna go to Ebron. Ebron, stick hands. Yeah, that was a decent hit, but you know, Ebron likes to catch. Ebron likes to catch the balls that the balls that people think are uncatchable. So here we go, gonna go to Marlon Mack on the outside. Marlon Mack down to the 43. Andrew Luck almost has 500 yards today. Yeah, they try to run with Mack. They haven't tried to run with really anybody else, but they haven't needed to, considering you know they've just been in a passing. They've been a passing team all day. 1st and 10. Gonna go to Marlon Mack, and he lost the ball. Marlon Mack fumbles. For a guy that's trying to stay on the team, Marlon Mack lost the football. 1st and 10. Here we go. Nice hit by Anthony Walker. Yeah, he stuck Leonard Fournette in the ground right there. That's what you needed. 2nd and 9 here. That's gonna be Pierre Desir. Oh, jumped the route. It was Chris Conley. You know he could have played for the SWAT. He did play for the SWAT. But he was going for it all. He might have went for an interception there. Just didn't work. 3rd and 9. Here we go. Throw in, caught down to the 39 by Chris Conley. We might have this is another game. It's another close game with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Leonard Fournette. Yeah, you're not going to trick Leonard Fournette. A loss of 5 could be it. That's Leonard Fournette on the coverage, nowhere to go. Another one down the field. Leonard Fournette stuck it. Javier Carrique will take him down. And he still didn't get back to the line. 3rd and 12. A gain of 3. He got out of bounds. He stopped the clock. What's good about that is they have a little bit of time to, recuperate and think of what they'd like to do. That's Harris. Can't get there. Caught down to the, what are they at? The 9-yard line. 23 seconds. Jacksonville's actually looking to win the game. 1st and goal. If the Colts can't stop them, this could be the game. 1st and goal. Here we go. Cam Newton's gonna run. Newton not gonna get in. Stopped by Okereke. But the problem with him being stopped, he's at the 2-yard line. Well, yeah, he's got a lot of a chance to make a play. 2nd and goal here. And that's gonna be caught. Jacksonville is looking to play overtime against the Indianapolis Colts. 35 to wait for it. 35 to 35. It's going to come down to who gets this ball. I think it's going to come down to who gets this ball in OT. Who gets to come out. Because I think whoever gets this ball might just score at least a field goal. But I think we'll score a touchdown. This has been such a high-scoring game. Not a lot of teams have been stopped today. As Tony Pollard trying to get something. 8 seconds to go. If you were Indianapolis, here's my question. Do you have a miracle? That's the question here. Do you have a miracle? We're about to find out what Indianapolis has in store. This could be the last play of the game until we hit OT. He's going to go screen. It's not there. 5 seconds to go. Yeah, they're warming Chase McLaughlin up. I don't know if he necessarily should be warming up. They've got 5 seconds. Realistically, it's a touchdown or game over. I mean, you would think, but who knows? Andrew Luck, you can tell, the heart of Andrew Luck is beating. It's beating fast. Here we go, Andrew Luck. 2nd and 10. Luck takes the snap. Andrew Luck is trying to get a pass caught incomplete. OT, here we come. The game ends 35-35. Jacksonville
us how this goes.
Loses the toss. Indianapolis elects to receive. Bobby Okereke, who for some reason is out there, I guess. You know, they're hoping. Obviously, Andrew Luck's going to be out there. Here we go.
If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession,
You think the Colts are... I think they're going to run this. I think, you know, with Marlon Mack, how he's played... You think they take him out, or do you think they bite their tongue? Because they got to play this conservative. They've played on the edge all day. I think that they stick with the game plan they've had. They continue to do what they've done, throwing the football. But I think they lay back a bit on the big plays. I think Andrew Luck looks, and if it's not there, he's not throwing. That'd be an ideal for them. 1st and 10. Here we go. Andrew Luck looking for Eric Ebron, who gets up the field, takes a hit from Rodney Harrison. Oh boy, that was a risky pass. Could have been picked. It was caught. It was a risky hit. Could have been fumbled, but it was not. That's a big play for both teams, because that could have been such a game-changing play either way. This is going to be Campbell, who's got it in field goal range. So far, the Colts are still diamonding down the defense. But does that worry you, or does that feel good? Because I was down to 27, but like I said, diamonding down the defense, could scare you if the Colts can't make a play. Luck takes the snap. Andrew Luck is sacked. 11-yard loss because Allen has dogged on him. You don't want to take a field goal here, do you? No, you don't. You don't want a field goal here. You are playing touchdown. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the coach said. I don't care about anything about that. You are playing touchdown. Now you just got to hope your defense can make a play, and that's picked. Rodney Harrison might look to end the game here. And he will. That is a win for Jacksonville. Indianapolis has lost the football game. Jacksonville has arguably won. As long as there's no fumble, as long as there's no interception, that's game. Obviously, what Indianapolis is trying to do, they're looking to force a fumble or get sacks. They have to force you out of field goal range.
He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, 2nd and 11 here. It's going to be a pass for Newton. Cam Newton going to go underneath, and he's going to get 2 yards. Oh boy, 3rd and 8. You just have to sit and pray, because this is the game if you can't make a play. 3rd and 8. Bobby Okereke can't make the play. 4th down, Jacksonville. 4th and 1. Here we go. It's a 2-minute warning here. A timeout by Frank Reich, trying to do anything to stop him. I think that was the goal. Lambeau has to make this to win. 4th and 1. It's good. Jacksonville has defeated the Colts. Jacksonville just beat the 11-2 Indianapolis Colts.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through.
That's rough. That is the most heartbreaking loss the Indianapolis Colts have ever been in. Marlon Mack. I get that we threw 4 picks. Most of them were my fault because I threw the ball down the field. But Marlon Mack threw the game. He threw the game. Chris Conley had over 100 yards. Josh Oliver had over 100. I hate tight ends, dude. Where's fucking dog on me? Wow. 11-3. Indianapolis is in such a bad position. That is so sad for Indianapolis. Wow. Wow. I don't know how you get over that one. 60 overall is PJ Walker. Man, oh man. You come out of there. I feel like, we came out of the gate fast, furious, playing nice, playing good. And it all went downhill. 85 overall with morale for Kenny Moore. Oof, man, oh man. Arguably, I don't know how I feel about that one, right? Oof, that hurts. Oof, that sucks. That trade really does fucking suck. That's rough. We'll see if anybody accepts our trades. I mean, I've tried with the Niners. I've tried with every team. It's been rough. It's been rough. Seven and 7 now. All right, is Jacksonville. Jalen Smith, I think, did play different. Seriously, though. Wow. Eleven and 3. Now we've got like a balanced division. They gotta start playing if they win a playoff spot, because right now they've got a chance. 11 and 3. We're kind of coming away with the last 2 weeks. Actually, we've already clinched. We can go 11 and 5. They're 9 and 5. We beat the Texans twice. We have clinched that division last week at 11 and 2. We lost. We still have the division. We were 6th, I think, right, or 5th. Yeah, we're about to drop. I think. Well, Dolphins are 10-3. I think Dolphins are actually about to leave, which doesn't scare me as much because the Dolphins are a scary team, so it makes me actually feel a bit of a relief if the Dolphins leave. He was on a winning streak, and then he lost to the Niners, and then he lost to the CPU of the Jets. Or he beat the CPU of the Jets. My fault. He lost to the Broncos somehow. Also lost to the Hawks by a point. But he beat the Chiefs week 2, 13-10. I don't know how he did that. I think the Chiefs are pretty, obviously, 41 yards for Jameis Winston. 3 picks. 5 picks for Patrick Mahomes. Rushing, Brady had 90 yards. Tutty. Humphrey, 159 yards. Tutty. Receiving, Marcus Goodwin. Nobody really got the ball that much. That must have been a game of the ages. Look at the tackling on this game. 8 is the most. 4 tackles for us for Derwin James. 3 for Jalen Smith. Who didn't play that week for them? He played for us. What if it just threw his stats in there? 1, 2, 3, or 3. He only had 3 picks. Maybe it added it because he didn't throw a pick to Jalen Smith. Whatever. Maybe Darius Smith had a pick that week. We just send our superstars elsewhere. For scheme wise, obviously I love that 4-3. And that Colts run a 4-3 scheme, so I think we're gonna start running the Colts defensive playbook. To be fair. It's a rough loss. We shouldn't have lost that one, in my opinion. Whatever. Moving on. You move forward. I don't know, man. Any loss is a rough loss. That one was tough. This better not be clear. Alright, it's clear. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed it, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. I don't want to fix the Browns next week, but I have to. That's gonna suck. Anyway, I think these games will probably be done tomorrow. It's like some people are stalling. Nah, I'll play this. No, I'll play it this time. It's like, fucking, come on, man. Oh, man, we're trying to play some... like, I suffered. I got rid of the playoffs. That's on me, Anyway. We're in the divisional round. Bears and them haven't played. The Colts got dogged on by the Browns. Saints got dogged by the Niners. That's about it. I've actually usually pretty good against the run, so. We just need the Jags, Jets, and Bears and Eagles. Jags, Jets, Bears, Eagles. So. Yep, see you guys next time. I'm gonna go to bed.